They did it. Claude is now able to integrate into Ableton Live. I'm pretty sure there's some other DAWs that could do this with, but that is the headline that I saw. So I started reading a little bit and I'm thinking like, okay, so how can this be used? And to be honest, like, I'm not interested in the generative stuff. I'm interested in like the little mundane things. Like, for example, a lot of us have tons, and I mean tons of sample libraries on these hard drives. To be able to filter through that and find just the samples you need. Yes, so some of you old school producers, you know, me included, if you know your sounds, you won't have a problem. But that's just not realistic for everybody and not realistic for us at times, especially when we have like multiple projects. But even with that said, a lot of us are already using software that does a lot of this stuff, or at least does some of it. For example, I use XO, and I use XO to, you know, show me samples that are similar. So when I'm working on music, I'm not using the same exact kick, snare, hi-hat, and things like that. If it worked better on non-one-shot samples, like that would be great. But this, I mean, this could be that bridge, you know. And, you know, even speaking for some people that use Splice, you know, I don't know how many of you guys have used Splice, but I've been on there a time or two. And going through those samples, man, it's cool for a minute, but that's a nightmare. I mean, unless you have specific vendors that you like to get sounds from, man, you're just clicking and auditioning forever. So I guess to be able to tell Claude, or, you know, exactly what you're looking for and have it spit that back, that's actually...
Let's say we're starting a drum and bass track and we need a variety of sounds right off the bat. With the Splice integration, I can now ask Claude for a handful of drum breaks, some drum one-shots for the backbone of the beat, some bass one-shots for a sampler I'm going to use. Once Claude finds the results, you can preview them on Splice, and you can actually have Claude download the sounds directly to the Splice app. This is actually very useful because you can multi-select and then drag and drop from the Splice app.
I don't know, that's actually kind of cool. It's not making the music for you at that point. It's literally, you know, serving as an assistant, which I think that is the perfect use for AI. But I guess where I'm getting at is we can't just continue to push it back, call it AI slop, because it's here. It's going to continuously be integrated into things. So we have to figure out a way to use it to best suit our needs, or at least know what it does. This way we're not, you know, I don't like to say left behind, but just so we're not blindsided by things, if that makes sense. Now, if you're an Ableton user and you're using Claude, let me know how that's working for you, because I am interested to understand how people are using Claude and AI into their workflow.